Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for Philadelphia. And for Oklahoma City.
You know, so much has been said about the Oklahoma City home court advantage, and for good reason. I mean, you can feel it and hear it like a college atmosphere.
That's a good point. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Feeds to Harris. Kicks it to Harden. Six to shoot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Clark, back to what you said. Not only can you hear it when they are here, you can literally feel it. The rumbling, Steve, when you first come out of the tunnel is amazing.
Well, the Thunder have a fantastic team, Kevin, and you know they've been good the last few years, but you don't go 34-7 at home like they did last season without a significant advantage coming from the crowd. And I think that's been the case here. The crowd is loud, active, and fired up every single night.
And the basket good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
The shot's good from Alexander. Alexander's got his first points of the game. And here's Harden. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the opposing defense and open things up by using their ability to knock down long-range shots. Success from the perimeter will translate to success on the inside. Those were his words to me, Kevin. Back to you.
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the three.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Cleves.
Blocking foul called on Josh Sheehan.
Williams is checked in from Oklahoma City. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cleves. Thunder with the rebound. Number 5. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
It's Harden with the drive. And the layup is good. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. Can do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
The shot's good from Alexander.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
He's at the pick. Lets it go with a 3. Cannot hit. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And Clark, you mentioned Harden, great at drawing fouls. He stays low. He holds the ball low. And when he brings it up, if the defender reaches, he just guides his arms up under theirs to draw the contact. It's a very clever move.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players over the years do it. Kevin Durant has done it. Tim Duncan before that. Going way back, Sam Perkins used to make that move. It's really a tricky play, and it's tough to guard. But when you perfect it offensively, it's really a weapon.
Alexander.
The 76ers trailed by 3. From past the arc. And again. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 76ers getting the bucket. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Williams off the inbound. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
And he makes the first. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, and 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering, you know, the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank.
2 on the clock. 0. Shot denied. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And they'll turn over. He did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Williams a screen. Man passes to Williams. Five to shoot. Knocked away. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Well, Kevin, he never misses a chance to go up for a dunk. So I'd advise guys to either get in position to take a charge or maybe just get out of the way.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
Now, here's Harden. He has 5. Blocked. But he stays with it. Here's Cleves, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. And not just wins we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Williams. After the made shot from Harris. Williams, that's good. Cleves, started by Robinson. Here's Cleves, nails the baby hook. He has 6.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Man. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And off we go, a close game. Now starting the second quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And here now the Thunder misses the three.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one. You look at Harden last year. He was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season and playing with two of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Guys, it might surprise you that when James Harden was back in college at Arizona State, he had an influence you might not guess. Former NBA player and coach Doug Collins, who often visited Phoenix. Harden said, quote, "He taught me a lot. He mentored me. Told me I had to have a motor. I was nonchalant, just sort of chill. My sophomore year, the reason I came back to college was to learn to build my motor up. He was the reason for that." Guys, always great to have that kind of guidance along the way.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris.
He's really dedicated himself, and we've seen the results on the court.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Good. Harden's got the first basket of the second quarter for the 76ers. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans. And we know, Clark, certainly for his teammates.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean,
Fear the beard.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Another miss by Harden. Thunder trailing by 3. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to man. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post part.
I do. I know that their rebounding has been outstanding, so important in a tight game.
Now here is Harris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
It's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to mass and try to figure this whole thing out. The bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
The 76ers leading by 4. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Usually the logic is that if you want to win the West, you need to get a lot of wins against the East to pad your record, guys. But the Thunders did dominate the East last season, but not as much as the other teams, and they still won the West.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, getting back to the Thunder, as you said, Clark, they took the East to task once again. They were 21-9 against the conference. But, Steve, that was just tied for the third best in the West.
I think a big part of that is that after they made it to the finals for the first time, they had a target on their back. And I thought every team in the league knew they had to bring their A game to try to kind of make a statement against the Thunder.
Well, City moving the ball around. The rebound by Harden. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
The 76ers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too. Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
There's the screen. Harden outside. Harden right side. Tries to save it. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals. Once again, they were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. 6 in the shot clock. There's the rebound. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Number 7. A beautiful reverse layup.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He dishes it to Harris. That's good. Harris has got 5.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
No good on the second free throw. 76ers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. He gets it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hi and welcome. Halftime report coming your way with an excellent game going on in Oklahoma City. It's a close game for the 76ers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. James Harden making his presence felt early. He's got 8 points. And on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. And it was a good first half as well for the Thunder. Great activity defensively. They're taking measured risks, trying to force turnovers, putting a lot of pressure on that end of the floor. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.